What is going on, you dead set legends, and welcome to the Ready Bang, the #1 review and aftermath show. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler Jake Ward, and we're ready to hang and bang, sling and slang, jaw jack and wrist crack as we are going to talk about East versus West 20, and we're also going to talk about what should happen next, what's going to happen next, the fallout, the love, everything that's got in there. And of course, I am your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm 80 to 95 kilo third place winner. The most sorted trophy, the only trophy to have its trading card. I tell you, it's going to be brilliant. But more importantly, how did you find East versus West 20? A lot of good things, a couple of things I'd change, and maybe one or two things that happened that's just shit luck. You know, these things happen. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your match of the night was. I did like that match of the night that they offered. They chose the wrong match, but that's okay. No disrespect to Matt Mask and Kalinichenko. I personally had a different match of the night, but we'll get to that later. What did you love? What didn't you like? Get it in there. My favorite thing, my favorite thing that I love, and I've said it for years, the athletes looked more relaxed, looked like they were enjoying themselves, looked like they weren't walking on eggshells. It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I was up and about for them. I was very, very happy. Right, let's get to you guys, including Tony Rizzo. He's got the Riz happening, and he is so happy Todzilla won. That little nightmare is finally over. Irakli is a confirmed crybaby. Well, just for you guys that have tuned in on time, next week, Todzilla, Dave Chafee, both coming on the show. Good evening, Aussie. What up, chat crew? What up? Ready bang. What's going on? Coastal Crocus. Sylvester's Town. What is going on? Ready bang, says the Arminian one. Howdy from North Texas. David the King Symington. Your name looks glitched. I don't like it. Trying to be fancy with your typing. But so Tony's throwing it out there. I'm now starting to notice some pullers intentionally make it close. I don't like the fake rounds. Now, tell me what match you think it was. That is the risk you run when you offer match of the night. When you offer more cash for match of the night, then it can be in your jurisdiction to try and make things look better than what they seem. I'd like to know what match you thought that happened in. If Petro had more pins, it could have been a match of the night. I think he did get a pin, but I did think that was my match of the night, Arminian. That was my match of the night. Hey, Anderson, how are you going? How are you going? Hope you're doing well. I just love that name. I think the big Todzilla is Babayev. Yeah, what's going on, Andy Beckett? What's going on, Dominic Lorenz? Right, let's just quickly do a bit of a review. 12 matches, 4 and a bit hours. This one, bit of a fizzer, came in. Babayeva whooped Alina, which was a shame. I like Alina, but she came in and whooped. Just trying to think. Does it make me excited for more featherweight matches? I don't know. But it was open up. Let me get in there. FA Comic Manuel Bataglia. FA Comic just showed dominance in that one. Yeah, I mean there weren't too many negatives about this event, but the one thing that I mentioned earlier, where it's hard out of your control, it is hard making matches. It is hard because one slight advantage and you can dominate an opponent. You can dominate it. So for me, that's one thing out of the control. And I was just like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. So, yeah, I was a bit shattered. About that because I was hoping this would just be an absolute banger. Good to see that you're doing well. Good that life is going well for you. What up, Pablo? Pronator tendon. Good to see Matt Mars still on the winning side. My man, Mark Segura. What's going on, buddy? How you going, mate? Yeah, we're up and about. All right. So Mr. Green. I know you're asking a question. So my frustration just isn't, it's not at you per se. And I say this to anyone in the world. If you are a competitive athlete and your bosses come up to you and say, if you win on the weekend, we're going to give you a shot at the super heavyweight championship of the world. Arm wrestling, I think, is like the only sport where you have to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when your bosses come to you and say, we're going to give you a big bag of cash to try and be the first person to pin Levan, and if you're feeling good and feeling strong, you absolutely take that opportunity. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. When opportunity knocks, you open the door. You don't sit there and go, oh, well, no, I think because I'm ranked 4, I should. This isn't at you, Mr. Green. But I think I should just go for free and I should get this win. I'm sorry, but no. Like, my second gig ever was King of the Table 5. Now, should I have gone, I should do a lot more lower promotions first? No, they offered me the top promotion in the world and you go for it. That's just how it goes. And yeah, you need to climb and do this. No, if someone offers you something, you take it. If Vitaly feels ready, because that's the main thing we want. We want people that think they can challenge Levan, which is the hardest thing to do in arm wrestling right now. If you can challenge Levan, you take it. This match, FA Comic 1. Hopefully we get some more FA Comic matches. This one here was given match of the night by Roberto Backstorian. And it was fun. It was a fun, exciting matchup. Shout out to my man, Matt Mask. I was messaging him the other day. Might even get him on the show. Great win, especially with the build-up and everything that happened. Everyone that chose our side of the 27, we were like, a bit of sweetness, a bit on top. Great left arm match. Matt's building a future with his left arm. Can't wait to see more Matthew Maskingtons. Quickly go through. Geez, Minda. Minda just showed some class. Minda showed that there's levels to this and just absolutely decimated Daniel Ustinov. Daniel Ustinov looked great. He even grew his hair out for the match. But yeah, Minda was just too good. So he's just class, Minda. Absolute class when it comes to this. Hey, hit the like button while you're in here. This one was probably my match of the night. I think on some of the drives, I think Petro Maharan was very unlucky. I did think he got a parallel pin in a couple of his surges, but I'm not the referee. That's just the way it is. Yoshi Kanai, fantastic, was able to hold off the withering attack. He was just sitting there going, and Yoshi Kanai was just standing there like, give me some more. And he was just weathering all the hits, and it was fantastic. It was a very exciting match. So, of course, we need some more Yoshinobu Kanai matches. Give him anyone, and I don't care. I think he beats Nugo Chikadze. I think he'll be able to. But book that match. Nugo, Yoshi, Nugo. Book that next if you want to see whereabouts Chikadze's level is. That's the match for me. Let me know in the comments. I'll go through some of your comments because we're going to bounce everywhere and anywhere. I think EVW Otis, Vitaly v. Devon. Vitaly's choice. Yeah, but like I said, you got an opportunity to take on the best, and you feel like you can take on the best. For me, it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer to take on this one. I just couldn't see it any other way. Yeah. Okay. I know we want matches. I'm talking from a pure position point of view. But, like, even with that, everyone wants Devon Vitaly. I get it. But, like, I think Ernemies is looking to go at the 115 kilo title unless he pulls Devon next. You know, Vitaly beats Jerry. Vitaly's beaten Monster Michael Todd, so 5-6. Svetkov, Morozov's injured. So who else has he got to pull? I know people are a bit upset. I don't see people, the problem Vitaly fighting Levan, lose and then fight Devon. Yeah, and I need Levan pulling more. So I'm with you, Stratus Paul. I'm with you. Yes, correct. No brainer. Why in the hell? I just think Vitaly was too dominant, and we'll get to that in a moment. Minda was paid to have a training day. He was good, man. He was fantastic, wasn't he? He was unreal. So was this man here, the 5-arm, Oleg Jock-and-Roll. Just too much for the Latvian man. Tums Rosits. I know he's got a pretty good fan base. He's a very exciting puller. I hope he gets more matches. I am a Tums Rosits fan. Tums is great. But Jock. What I would do if I was Oleg Jock, go up a weight division. I don't think anyone's touching you on the left hand at the moment. I think go up. You guys tell me different if you're watching this now, watching this later. But skyrocket. Go up a division. Challenge yourself. Does nothing to your legacy punching above your weight, and it can enhance your legacy. Hence me with my wife. Everyone's like, oh, Ozzy, you're a pretty good guy. Whoa, look at your wife. She's amazing. Well, I think she's smoking on. And I'm a welterweight in the super heavyweight division. Not that my wife's a super heavyweight. You know what I mean? She's hot. I'm me. Let's rock and roll. Yoshi making the Kings move great again. Davo reckons that this is Yoshi. This is Yoshi Kanai. Thinks he could go straight for the title. Magic 76 just wants Vitaly and Devon. Yep, that's the money. Oh, yeah, trading cards. Send me a message now, Phil, on WhatsApp so I can remember afterwards. I'm not going to lie. I was cooked after 6.5 hours. Send me a message now on WhatsApp, please, Phil. Yeah, and we haven't had Vitaly Levan in 6 or 7 years. I get it. The one thing I didn't like, and I'm always a huge supporter of Devon, the one thing I didn't like which we are jumping ship a bit, on Vitaly's Telegram channel, they were talking about having the match next October. Next October. I think the sport just has a real shortage of real super heavyweights at the moment. Correct. That's why I'm a huge fan, and I reckon for Levan is definitely not ideal. For us, Joe, I agree as well. I think Levan takes on Monster Michael Todd in December, Vitaly in February, March. Lock them in. That gives Levan enough time to stay peak. Take on Monster Michael Todd. Michael Todd has wanted this match for years. When you've got someone, okay, he hasn't beaten Hermes and he hasn't beaten Vitaly, but everyone always sits there and goes, well, styles make matches. When you've got someone gagging at the bit to take on the best in the world, give it to him. Monster Michael Todd should pull Levan. 100%. Has to. Give it to him in December. It's a great main event. You get Levan again. Been 12 months since his last match. 12 months? Or did he pull Erdemes in between? No, he's pulled Erdemes after Jerry, hasn't he? I'm sure he has. But yeah, we need to see the champ. And if Michael wants to take him on, then he takes him on. And if he presses through that King's move, then he presses through the King's move. But Michael wants it. Michael's ready. So I just don't see why we shouldn't give it to him. Barbora, we just saw the death of the open weight division. What else can you say? Barbora, dominant. Super dominant. Super dominant. Yeah, there's not much else you can say. Dominant. Now, with one, that is the death. That match ended on a fizzer, didn't it? Ended on fouls. The crowd weren't too happy for it. A lot of shenanigans going on. David Dadakan, ultra impressive on the left arm. So for me would be Alajan. Give him Alajan. Alajan Moratov. Do it. Pay the 50 grand. The supposed money that he was demanding. Give it to him. Just give him Alajan. I think Alajan just needs to change his name like Cher or Seal and just call himself Alajan. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah. Jumping all over the shop. Oleg versus Artem Tainov. That could be good on the left arm. I'll take that. Tony, you better be trolling because I hate this idea. I hate it. It's the dumbest idea ever. Because then no one will want to challenge Levan. If you had a 150 kilo plus division, no one will go in it. No one will challenge Levan. It's the dumbest idea. It's the dumbest. I don't like it. There should be no weight cap. Yeah, I'm with you, Bobby. No weight cap. It's called super heavyweight. It's not like super heavyweight on Temu. Yeah, and what else have we got? He probably could. He could probably pull for, if he has 5 or 6 more matches, he probably wins them all, to be honest. He probably wins them all. Great win by Dadakan. I want him to take on Lejean, but everyone kind of wants to talk about these last three matches here. First of all, Toddzilla. Can he finally pull someone else now? That would be nice. Hey, Todd, can you finally pull someone else? That would be great, mate. I'd really appreciate it. Have a match with someone else. Bit overseeing you, Irakli. So hopefully, I think about next week, Todd said he's going to come on the show. So when we get him on and we have a laugh, so then middleweight, 95 kilos. Who is there? Who does he take on? Who does he dominate against? Talk to me. Because Toddzilla at 59 years old is just stupid. Is just ridiculous and really making it amazing. I'm on. I mean, I've been big thing. So are we getting... Is everyone losing weight? Like a lot of people are leaving the super heavyweight division to go to the 115 kilo, 115 kilo going to 105 kilo. Now, do we get a whole heap of 105 pullers, Petro Maharan and so on to go to Todd Hutchings? You know what? Line them up. Line them up. Because my man is going to Atani them. Absolutely just knock him out of the park. Todd is doing it all. And at 59 years old, that's something else. And arm wrestling will be in a much lesser place when Toddzilla decides to retire. It's going to be a sad day. It will suck. It will suck. And it's going to bother me. Right. What else have we got? Let me scroll back. Grandfather Todd. Because he's a grandfather now. I want to see Irakli v. Todd at 95 kilos. See what happens. I'll tell you what happens. Todd Hutchings wins again. And again. And again. Sometimes you just have someone's number. Wait. They are pulling at 95 kilos. I would pay to never see them pull again. New go to cut down, says DJ. Cut down to 95 kegs. I think Todd whoops him. For me, I thought we overhyped Nugo. I think Nugo calling people out and he was exciting, but just go through like he didn't beat. He lost to Petro Maharan. He beat Matt Mask. He beat Rob Vidgen Jr. And then you look on the other side and like Petrenko beat David Khan. Like if I was a betting man, I would have told my wife, I'm taking the house and I'm putting it on Petrenko. And we would have been billionaires. For me, it was just a no-brainer. I get sucked into previous matches. Irakli looked like he forgot how to arm wrestle. What else have we got? 2028, Toddzilla arm wrestles Devon Skeleton. Yeah. It's done. Toddy's tricky. Like me trying to find a shirt. Yeah, we're just waiting for Rustin to get better and have that rematch again because Todd's never beaten him. Petrenko v. Todd. Okay, everyone's just all having a chat with each other. Yeah. And like I said, Petrenko was whooping that. So very keen to see who Petrenko takes on at 105. Very exciting. I like Petrenko. He's a rock star. Rustam got injured, I believe. Now I've got to look it up. You've bloody made me do it right. Just looking for Todd v. Rustam. Todd v. Rustam. Todd v. Rustam. No, he beat Irakli in February. He beat Yoshi Kanai. Todd beat Prudnik. Beat Smash Kazumi out. This is how good he is. He didn't pull there. Why can't I find it? Where are you, Toddlington? Beat Sagov. Wait, why can't I find it? Todd v. Rustam. Let's try again. I'm sure you're all screaming at me in the comments. Why can't I? What do you guys say? I can't find it. Yes, but nah, because Matt's left arm's better. Matt's left arm's better. Ah, king of the table. That's why I can't find it. Okay. Yeah, Todd Hutchings 4-2. Ruston withdrew after the second round due to injury. Thank you, legends. Okay. Thank you, Bobbington. Now, while Barbora killed the openweight division, Dave Chafington Esquire Jr. III has resuscitated the 115 kilo division. Michael Todd, go on a diet. Artemis Gasparini, go on a diet. Ivan Matyashenko, get ready. Reno Masic, just heal that injury. This is awesome. The amount of matches, because not only do I want to see the four that I mentioned go against each other at 115 kilos, I wouldn't mind seeing Petrenko pull up, throw him into the mix. I wouldn't mind seeing everyone like Ibrahim Sagov take on Matyashenko. I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Todd take on Matyashenko, all at the 115 kilos. This has now, because when there is a belief that you can beat the champion, and that is no knock on Dave Chafee, but his form in the super heavyweight division sucked. It sucked. We didn't like it. He went like 2-30. And he made the smart decision, dropped weight easily, even a little bit too much, because he's just got that raw power, which just gives him so much advantage at 115 kilos, because it didn't look like too much power was gone. So come on down. Come on up. Come on in. 115 kilos. There is so many matches in this. And you know what? I would absolutely love that they probably wouldn't do. But let's grab Matyashenko, Petrenko, Alajan Moratov, Michael Todd, Artemis Gasparini, Reno Masic. Who else do we want? 115 kilos. And then you get him in an elimination tournament. Let Dave enjoy the fruits of his loin. So in December, we have the opening round of the 8-man tournament. Best of 5 super matches. Then in February, we have the semi-final for the 8-man tournament. And then in April, we have the final of the 8-man tournament. And then in June, the winner of the tournament takes on Dave Chafee. So many good matches. You could run like the next East versus West. Just could be 115 kilo matches. Tell me you wouldn't want to see Sagov and Matyashenko. Tell me you wouldn't want to see, which was supposed to happen ages ago, Michael Todd and David Khan at 115 kilos. Tell me you wouldn't want to see the debut of a smaller Artemis Gasparini at 115 kilos. This will get your juices flowing, and I know that you're all watching from East versus West, so you're welcome when you run this 115 kilo tournament. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be sweet, and I can't wait. Okay. Let's see who is in there. Lucky has jumped in. What is going on? Can't wait for the 115 kilo matches. That is where it's at. Yeah, beat him at 105 kilos. Sagov dropped all the way down. I think he did. Happy and healthier. You gotta love it. The adamantium. This is the new favorite class, it seems. Atlantis IRL in the chat. What's going on? They could. Get in there. Dadakan at 115. Chuck him in there. 115 Prudick on the juice. I really want to see Artemis at 115 kilos too. He's an overinflated heavy, in my opinion. Exactly. Just having a look. Correct. So it'll be even exciting. Shit, Devon will drop down to 115 kilos. Jeez. That'll be hard, Wonder Bucket. That'll be very hard. A daily? So you got to organise 14 matches a week? Jeez. But yeah. Whew. Mate. Dave Chafee, Barcho, chuck him in. Name them all. We've got to put. I know Devon would crush them all. We know this, Andy Beckett. We know. But throw them all in. Throw them all in. Name them all. We could do a 16-man 115 kilo bracket. And in fact, right. Let's do it. And then I will do a poll every single day. And the winner advances. So let's go. We've got Matyashenko, Dadakan. And if anyone's good at making graphics, let me know. If anyone is good at graphics, let me know. We got Monster Michael Todd. First, I want him to take on Levan, but Artemis says he wants to come down at 115 kilos. Oop. Alajan. Reno Masic. So I got 6. Who else do we have at 115 kegs? I've just had a mental blank. I think me and someone else are on the same page here. Yes. Jordan Sonev. Jordan Sonev at 115. We're chucking him in, Andy. Right, let me scroll back up. Barcho. Let's chuck in Barcho. We get the 16. Let's see if we can rank him. Barcho. Who else did we say? 115. Prudnik. Should we chuck in Prudnik? Nah, Sperongo. Flogged. We need 16. Jake, what are your thoughts on Robert's idea of going a round-robin tournament with the super heavyweight? It'll cost you a lot of money. You'll lose a lot of money. I think you'll lose money. I mean, because if you think about it now, right, we set up all these matches in a round robin. Now, if they do it all on one night, you'll get one big payday, and that's great. But if you think about it, East versus West 21, you got Matyashenko versus Dadakar. East versus West 22, you got Matyashenko versus Monster Michael Todd. East versus West 23, you got Matyashenko versus Hermes. East versus West 24, you got Matyashenko versus Aljan Moratov. You see where I'm getting at? Business-wise, it doesn't make sense. I think that's listening to too many loud fans at once. What else? Okay, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? We've got 8. We've got 8. Let's do an 8-man, 115-kilo tournament to be the next to take on Dave Chafee. Okay? So how do we rank it? How do we rank them? So exactly what I've been saying for years. See, this is what happens all the time. We're literally organizing it now. Like, I've been saying that for years. So you're welcome. And if Robert does it, great. I like it. Same day weigh-ins. I like that as well. Same day weigh-ins. I'm a big fan of that as well. I have a short feeling of, we forgot about Sagov. Shit. Right, we're taking out Barcho. Sagov's in. I like same day weigh-ins because, yeah. There's just something about the 105-kilo puller being 115 kilos when the match starts. It's just something that doesn't sit right with me. I know it happens in all sports. It doesn't mean I have to like it. There's something about it. Yeah, and I've always said that as well. You get the ranks 10 to 20. All right, guys, we can't really pay you to be here, but we're giving you an opportunity. I get tournaments bringing money because you can have like 200 pullers, all paying $50 each. There's 10 grand. Thank you very much. Then you get a cut of the hotels because everyone's staying there. You get a packed house because everyone gets a free ticket to get in there. I like it. I love it. They need it. But I'm also a fan of, and it can be a YouTube only event. Hey guys, if you want to be a part of this tournament, you're ranked 10 to 20 and you get to pick your opponent in the top 5 or something like that, or in the top 10. And that's what you get to win. You get 11 to 20 and they turn up and we're going to have a best of 3 super match on the day so they don't have to keep flying everywhere. You try and make it central to somewhere, easy for everyone to get to, but you have to pay your own way to get there. And then when you crack the top 10, we'll look after you. Or the winner gets $5 grand and a shot at someone. That's how you do it. Now, I know you guys at East versus West are watching. Please take my ideas. I'm giving them out for you for free. Take them. Enjoy them. Let's go. Now, can someone help me out? Just having a look. Yep, same day weigh in. I'm on. Okay. Is anyone good at making graphics that can make me this tournament bracket? So, let's rank them. I'm going to go Matyashenko 1, Dadikan 2. Nope. Reno gets number 1 rank. Reno gets the number 1 weight because he was a former champ. Matyashenko 2, Dadikan 3. Alijan 4. Sagov 5. Jordan Zonev 6. And Monster Michael Todd 7 and 8. So here are our opening round matchups. And if someone can make me a graphic, we've got rank number 1. So Reno Massage v. Erdemis Gasparini. Then we've got Matyashenko v. Monster Michael Todd. Then we've got Dadikan. Where's 6? V. Sonev. Then we've got, what was that? Then Alijan v. Sagov. Someone make me a cool graphic. Now, hey, Chip Ferguson, I'm going well. How are you? No. Yeah, because how many? I've just done that because he hasn't pulled 115 in a while. And I'm not sure about his wins at 115. Was his match against Kamil Jablonski at 115? I'm just looking back at some of his matches. Frank Lamparelli beat at 115. But I think everyone beat. I think Matt Mast beat Frank Lamparelli. Trying to think what else. This is not. This is just fun. I know Kitagali beat him at 115. That was a great match. I quite enjoyed that one. Can't seem to find any others. Anyway. Bracket Maker HQ. Bracket. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, but I don't have to. That's a boring one. Want it to look cool. Create bracket. But I'll and the winner gets to take on Dave Chafee for the title. Now we're going to get stuck into this. Yeah, so the winner takes on Dave Chafee. Oh, okay. And everyone's just putting. Not too sure. Not too sure. But we got some heavy hitters. We got 8 heavy hitters. Who do we put on our reserve list? Now, I'm not putting Devon in the tournament because everyone will just vote for Devon and then he wins. No, I think that'll do. That'll do. No, we'll go with those 8. We'll leave it at that 8. I've got him ranked there. Let's see how he goes. Right. Vitaly, this match was a big risk, monetary wise, because if Jerry won or stopped Vitaly, it would have just really thrown everything. The hype for Devon would be over. You don't get a chance at Levan. It was a really dangerous one. But Vitaly came in and just allowed Jerry to do nothing. Guys, can everyone please stop saying Ricard Borman? He's 130 kilos. 130 kilos. Hey, his next match is coming up in 10 days. He's in 10 days. I did have my phone somewhere. And his brother's got a match. So it's brothers versus brothers. Right arm and left arm. It's going to be great. I've lost my phone. Did I drop it? Oh, no, it's here. Okay. Yeah. No, don't be silly. Vitaly's just too good. He was just too good. Jerry's not like that. But Vitaly, dominant performance. What a dominant performance. Was flawless, I think was the word I used when I was watching. A flawless, absolute flawless. Now, of course, we wanted Devon versus Vitaly. That's the match we all wanted to watch. That's the match we all wanted to see. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. They suggested October next year, but then Devon heard that Vitaly might have said April. So bit of muddy waters still to get through, and of course, venue and everything. I would love it at Matt Rhodes' Siberian Power Show. Matt Rhodes is my friend, so of course I'd want it there. You get the Rocky IV story, even though Devon's Canadian. But at the moment, I 100% agree with Vitaly. For his career, for everything, I agree with Vitaly making that choice. Now, was I annoyed? And was I... No, I wasn't even annoyed. I was a bit like, nah, damn. So, for me, and before we get to that, I just want to say some good and not so good things about East versus West. Some good things. The production and audio, by all means, seemed quality. Looked really good. Replays were on point. Production looked clean and crisp. They had a packed house, which always makes things better. Obviously, I watched it on mute, and every time I jumped on, like to listen to what they were saying or try and get the referee's call. Everything seems good. Thought the review system's great. I've been screaming for that for years. Brian Shaw heard, implemented. It's now implemented in East versus West. You get one review. I like it. I like that if you're not refereeing, you're watching the screen for fouls and everything like that, and they have a review and work together as a team. I was a huge fan of that. Devon on the commentary, Erdemy's on the commentary. Why not? You're paying all this money to bring him over. Let's hear what they got to say. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Todd winning, seeing some of my friends pull. I'm really happy with that. Then that was some things that I really, really enjoyed. It's out of a booker's control. You can book what you think could be the greatest matches in history, and if they become 4-0s and 3-0s, it's always going to have that feeling for it. Not a fan. And I'll say this respectfully, and I'm always going to say it after every event. I didn't need to see Robert and Dexter on stage right before the main event. And this, they didn't even announce anything. Thanked a sponsor, which I hope your commentators are doing throughout the event. This round replay is brought to you by such and such and such and such. And when Robert came out and told us all December 13th, I think it was December 13th, you could have just played, like Neil could have just gone, and right before we go to the main event, check out when the next East versus West is. Not the AI garbage. Don't use AI. Do not use AI. And so, yeah, didn't like it. But besides that, everything looked great. I was very happy with them, with the way it all went. They started relatively in time. Oh, and I'd like to know why. I'd like to know why I couldn't get it on Google Chrome this time. I had to go on. Thank you all for helping me out. That's what I love about the live commentary. All right. Let me go back. Hey, what's going on, buddy? It's been a hot minute since we've hung out. Didn't get to see it over the top. Ricard and Sandras. I mean, Ricard's just exciting. Everyone's just excited to see our man Bourne pull. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you are doing well. Okay, everyone's talking to each other. Mr. ATM, what's going on? Ready? Bang. Cheers, Jake. I'm so glad Vitaly's getting a crack at Levan next. We got to see that shit. In my humble opinion, he's the only one with the talent to challenge him. Interesting. But I like that he was able to beat Jerry as easy as Levan, in all due respect, Jerry, because, yeah. It's, builds hype, and you've got to love it. Maybe 2 video. Are you talking about reviews? No. You always have an axe to grind with anyone who doesn't hire you. No. So so your opinion, DJ, I'm not allowed. So I have to come in here and just kiss ass. Is that right? Whether I was hired or not hired, I will always give my honest opinion. So I can't just say a couple of things that I didn't like. Is that I don't have an axe to grind with anyone. Not at all. Not at all. I'm allowed to say things that I didn't like about an event. It's okay. Not everything is perfect. I said the same thing publicly when I worked at King of the Table. I said the same thing. I told Tim Talmadge after an event, hey, mate, these are the things you knocked out of the park. Here are some things we can improve on. Knuckles Up was the same. I'm allowed to give my opinion on things, DJ. Come on, mate. You can't have Hulk Hogan in your picture and do this to me. You've got Hulk Hogan in your picture. We're supposed to be buddies. But, yes, Ernest Tucker's up and about. I don't care what anyone else's opinion. Vitaly's not earned a shot at Levan yet. I think it's totally bullshit that he gets to choose to pass number 2 right arm. You just want Devon versus Vitaly. That's all. When I read opinions like this, I don't see, You just wanted Devon Vitaly. That's all I'm seeing that frustration come out. I would much rather have a couple of boring owners speak for 30 seconds than Engen. I think you could give them a bit more flowers. No, what I would rather is like a cool video package. Like throughout the day, you got the adverts on the screen and everything, and then, shout out to the sponsors during the event. You're playing their ads. They're up and about. Even make a YouTube video afterwards. Or shit, maybe even after the event. But for me, not right before the main event. That's why you're not hired. You're too opinionated and resist control of the bosses. And that's why, Adamatanium, I can look at my daughters right in the eye and said, Daddy always did it his way. Daddy's got some agates about him. I beat my government here in Australia. I don't need to keep going through everything that I've done. I'm allowed to give my opinions. This is my channel. If I get hired or don't get hired, it's fine. But I'm going to Norway. I'm going back to WrestleMania next year. I got to commentate in front of 30,000 people this year in footy. I've been hired to commentate footy, basketball, soccer, pickleball. It's okay. I'm going okay. You can be upset, but I give props when props are fantastic, like I have, but you're only listening to a couple of minor things that I spoke about. Just a couple of little minor things. They're not big, just little suggestions. That's all. But hey, each to their own. Please stick around, have a chat. And I do love difference of opinions as well, because we get to talk about things. We get to have a chat. You try and convince me otherwise. I try and convince you otherwise. We don't agree, but we love arm wrestling, and we go on to the next topic that we speak about. I love it. Yeah, it just seems they want that with arm wrestling. Yeah, I think we don't agree much on this, Durs, but it's like, or people saying Vitaly was ducking Devon. Like, Vitaly's not ducking Devon if he's trying to take on someone that is much stronger than Levan. Than Devon. No disrespect, Devon, but Levan's the man. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm ducking you because I want to take on the strongest arm wrestler that's possibly ever been in our sport. I don't get it. I don't think anyone was ducking anyone. Do I think mind games are being played and a bit of power control and making sure it's on my terms? Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. Are there backstage things that are probably getting in the way? Yeah, probably. But it's just arm wrestling. Vitaly's going in to arm wrestling full time, so he's not ducking anyone because he kind of needs to make a living. Devon's done tours of Afghanistan, so he's not afraid of anyone. And Devon will always draw in the view, so he's going to get paid no matter what. So I don't think anyone is ducking anyone. A lot of people are frustrated. Ernest, I'm with you, Drew. I'm with you. I don't think you're upset at all. I didn't think you're upset. I think it's just more I hear the same comments all the time. But yeah. I love it. I love it. I love the chat. I want to see it in December. I want to see it in December. I want to see it. Ducking is just hype. Yeah, and I love it. And I'm all for it. And I'm all for it. $2, 1 pond. Let me catch up. I'm with ya. I'm with ya. What up, Jeremy Parker? But yeah, all it is all fair. Oh, no, we need me. We got to remove that. I removed the wrong thing. So yeah, I've got my bracket ready. I'll make a graphic for it if someone else wants to make me a graphic for it. The whole Devon Vitaly thing, yeah. We all wanted it. Of course, we all wanted it. But I will go with Vitaly. Hey Jake, do you want to commentate? Probably this mid-tier event, or do you want to come the king of the table as your first event? It probably was my first international event. I'm like, fucking get me there, get me to the best, absolutely. So I get it. Hey, do you want to take on the champ? Rocky Balboa. He jumped all the ranks. Apollo Creed knocked on the door. Do you want a shot at the champ? Oh, no, I probably should fight the 500 people ranked above me. And he came in and he did it. Who was that Australian fella? Was it Joe Bugner? I think he got to fight. I think it was, who did he fight? Joe Bugner, and did really well. Throttle, I don't think there's many haters in this one. Just suggestions. I don't think there's too many haters in this chat, bud. Feel bad for Jerry. So do I, because I like Jerry. I like him. More mega matches, the better. Of course, Sylvester's Stallone. Of course, we need mega matches. When will Mindigus have a who knows? Makarov's got that match at the end of the year. Is it the end of the year? Is it this year? I'm not too sure. Yep. But the difference between me and other, but that's the thing, Alsems. This is the one thing that I like. Out of everything that I've been able to do. February 25th, 2023. We're now in November 2025. And yet, that's all people have against me. Now, could it be one of the biggest cock-ups in arm wrestling history? Yeah. But I admitted I was wrong straight away. Ray's like, wasn't a King's move. And I was like, I know. I was just so excited. I was so excited. I was a sports fan in that moment. But yeah, it was hilarious. It was one of my finer moments. But do you know what I did a few minutes after that? I interviewed Levan with an oxygen mask. So I think I get the win on that one. What else have we got? Just quickly. Correction. My wife is perfect. But besides that, DJ, yeah, you're right. Thoughts on Orton and Coach Ray? I think Coach Ray wins. Looking forward to it. I'll probably watch that. I might even do a live commentary for that one. My man Jamie Barrett's on that card. We focus so much on number one, but I'd love to see a hype train between a match like Pork Chop or Lachlan or something. Is this? I kind of get where you're coming from. Oh, we're so focused on the World Series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Oh, so what? We're so focused on the number one baseball teams. We should be worrying about the 8th division. Of course, we're so focused on number one. That's where everyone aspires to be. That's where the best arm wrestlers are. But I get it. There's so many awesome arm wrestlers out there that can put on amazing matches. That one included. But I think Lachlan's right arm is out for a while. He's had some surgeries, got infected, didn't do the surgery properly, so they had to do it again. And I know he's having a bit of a break. But I get it because, there's so many. I'm a huge James Wall fan. I'm a huge James Wall. I'm a huge Mario Tambakis fan. Tim Talmadge is a great puller. When Uncle John was pulling. But when you are a promoter and you want to sell money, sell pay-per-views and things like that, well, you've got to focus on the best. But I get it. Oh, yeah, people, that's the only thing people are like, you should retire from commentary if you're still talking about the Levan and the Kings move. Yeah, people are like, you should be a commentator. You said Levan's in the Kings move. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So, one mistake in 2.5 years. That's all you got? But, yeah. Oh, DJ, come on. You can't say that about your own wife. My wife's perfect. 11 out of 10. Beyond perfect. Okay. So, Levan, let's go to his Instagram. Oh, I can't translate on my laptop. Why can't I translate? Vitaly replied, I have the respect to compete with you, Levan. So what's Levan banging on about now? Oh, Levan just says February 2026 in his post. What are some of the comments? No, they're just excited. February 2026, confirmed. It's a nice poster. It'll be good. Devon made a post on his Instagram, quote, you've already seen Levan's post, but there's something you don't know yet. So what's Devon got to say? Let's have a look. Devon being a cheeky son of a bitch. Devon's being cheeky. Yeah, I love it. But you got to... I love it. Oh, thank you very much, mayonnaise. Plunger. I realized it instantly when he said it. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, my King's moving. Yeah, I went the early crow because Levan surged and Erdemis was holding him. And I thought he was going to get him to the B side. And if he did that, he was going to extend Levan's arm out. So Levan just had him in a big, deep hook. And, Erdemis is there screaming, come on. And I went the early crow, which when it happens, it's amazing. But when you get it wrong, obviously, people don't forget. And I thought, because he was holding him, and I just needed a bit more drop or to come out there. And I bug it up. We definitely need new guys. But the new guys need to do something to hype themselves up. They need to. But anyway, Let me know all your thoughts. Let's run this best of 5 tournament bracket. I'll put up one matchup every night. If someone wants to help me out with the graphic, amazing. If not, I'll try and do it myself. I am out of here. I'm going to go hang out with my awesome family. You guys have been awesome. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. You dead set legends. You've just been amazing. I'll try and get some guests on the show next week. I'll probably go live a little bit later on in the week to talk about more things. We might try and figure out who is ducking who. But you guys are the best. Hit the like button on your way out. I'll